Adam Lindgren. What's up, man?
What's up?
Everything's up. Not too much, you know. Just wrapping up here. How are you feeling, man?
I feel okay, actually.
That's great. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I kind of went into this event. Like, my mentality normally is that I really, really want to win.
Yes,
like
I
both
know.
teams, singles. But before this event, I felt like my preparation could not be as good as I wanted. Like, I've not been feeling very well for the past 2 weeks.
I heard.
Coughing, like, so much. And then I was like, okay, I will just try to have fun, and we see where it ends. So,
All
with
things
that
considered, as a
considered,
sick person.
Yeah, I feel like it was pretty good. And finally, I showed again that I clearly can keep up with Mango, even though he got the better end of me.
More than keep up with.
Yeah, but I feel like I lost like 3 sets in a row, and then people were like, oh, like, can I beat Mango? Yeah, I think it was like...
a long time ago or just
No,
now?
Gommel, and then 2 sets at What the Fox.
Oh, okay.
So at least now I'm back, you know, on the scoreboard.
That's
a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the 2 sets I lost was like game 5. So
Yes.
it's still like, all right. And then in teams, Andrew and I took second. We lost 3-2 twice. But it's still a
they were
solid
close
performance.
Sets. Very
yeah.
close sets, yeah. I saw Android's Scar Jump forward air.
Oh my God. I think that was the play of the tournament. He actually hit both of them.
That was sick.
Yeah.
That was sick.
I can't
Forward aired
believe
West
that.
Balls and Plub out of the tournament.
Yeah. It was crazy. Because that said, I felt like when we were down 2-0, Andrew actually asked me if I was going to go Fox. And I was like, no, if we're going to win this, we should stick to this team.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was playing a bit better in game 3 and 4. But then in game 5, Andrew was the one like that carried us.
Yeah.
So reminds me a little bit of last Big House. When he like saved me from H-Box rest and stuff like that.
He had some amazing saves even in this tournament. I saw a couple at the very end. Pew tweeted out that, you know, hopefully this is the beginning of a beautiful rivalry. You know, now we have 2 teams who are sponsored, the Alliance team and the CLG team. Whoever thought this would happen? You know, are you excited to do you feel like this rivalry will continue? You know, feel like...
Yeah, no, I really think so. Like, in terms of pure team play, I feel like Alliance and CLG have by far the best synergy.
The best team, yeah, right.
Like, both of us still might lose to other teams occasionally, but I feel like in terms of, like, understanding teams, we know teams the best.
Yeah, you guys are taking it seriously. As opposed to just 2 good players, like, playing teams together.
Yeah. I felt like it was a victory for doubles. Like, even though Andrew and I wanted to win, I feel like it was the grand finals that might help teams for the future.
Yes.
Like, hopefully, like, maybe TSM picks up Ice, since he usually teams with Leffen, or something like that.
That would be so big.
That would be so big. Like, that's what doubles need.
That's an idea.
Yeah, I hope it happens.
In case you're watching, they're probably not. Someone will share the clip. Cool. What else did I want to ask you? It was important. Oh, what else did I want to ask you?
Sorry.
Mewtwo King.
Yeah.
What was going on in your head in Game 4?
I actually
Do you
don't
remember
know.
Game 4?
The thing is, like...
Do you remember Game 4?
I do remember Game 4. I was like up 4 stocks to 1.
Can you summarize what happened? Yeah.
Yeah, I was up like 4 stocks to 1. But in losers, like as I told you earlier, I tried to have this like mentality of just having fun. But then Big House have been an amazing tournament, but I need to like say this because it was like a huge part. Like on stage, we were told that the loser of Mango and I were gonna play the winner of Mewtwo King Wisrobe. So when I lose to Mango, I start warming up against Marv.
That's why you were mad.
That's why I was mad.
Oh.
And the thing is, Mewtwo King at the same time was warming up against Peach. So that's why it was like a lot of miscommunication. And I tried to like get a few extra minutes to warm up with Prince Abu because my Fox had played for like 2 minutes the entire day. And I just wasted like 20 minutes. And I was like, yeah, that was a rough one.
Yeah.
And the thing
you looked mad.
I know.
But I didn't know why.
Mad.
I mean, we didn't have any of that context, so I'm glad that you're saying that.
Yeah. Like, of course, it's like human error. Like, it's possible, but it's very, very unfortunate. So, in case people are like wondering why I was like mad and stuff.
That's why.
Then you understand, like, that's why.
Yep.
Because I do practice and I do want to perform, and then if you're told like you're gonna play against this person, and then like 1 minute before you have to go up, like you have to play against
this other person who's like actually really scary.
Yeah, and then you have to
totally
play your other
matchup with a different character.
So I was like, that's why I was mad, and even like during the Mewtwo set, I was like still mad.
Yeah.
So then it was like some video people uploaded. Someone tried to like fist bump me, and I was like just in my own world.
Yeah, I didn't see the video, so. But I'm glad that you were able to say that, because it does suck when you feel misunderstood, right?
Yeah.
You lived to 200% or something like that, and you landed on the cloud, and I think Mewtwo was destroyed at that moment.
Yeah.
When Randall came out and you just landed safely there, I think.
The thing is, Mewtwo, okay, this is actually one of my favorite things in all of Smash. I'll tell you this. So I was playing with Mewtwo a lot in the summer of 2014 because I stayed in America for a long time, tried to get ready. And my favorite thing was on Yoshi's, I was doing like side B with Fox to Randall before Randall even came out. And I said, thank you, Randall, before he even showed up. And Mewtwo was like pausing, like, oh, how can you know he's coming out? Because Mewtwo, he has a hard time to keeping focused on two things at the same time. So he's like, no, you can't keep track of the timer and play at the same time. So I was doing it consistently.
He said, no, it's not possible.
Yeah, pretty much. Something of the sort. So I've tried to, like, teach him that it's possible, but he haven't learned that, unfortunately. So, of course, I will take advantage of it in tournaments. So it's always fun to like troll Mewtwo. We have kind of like a trolly relationship occasionally, so it's pretty fun. But yeah, I feel like sometimes when I play against Mewtwo, he just gets so frustrated when he can't kill me easily. So it's a huge advantage. Yeah, I love it. I have to. Like, I'm a Peach player. I'm supposed to live long. And then you play against like Fox or Puff and you die right away. And you're like, no.
That sucks.
But against Marth,
you played Hungrybox as well. You're the second person. You played Pew Pew, and then you, after a big loss to SFAT. I guess a couple of quick questions. Number one, did you watch SFAT versus Hungrybox, and what did you think?
If I remember correctly, that set was played when Android and I was warming up for teams winner semis. So I was like barely watching, like, 5 seconds here, then play like 2 minutes, watch like 10 seconds. So a little bit, but I actually can't say I remember.
And you haven't had the chance to watch it since?
No.
Okay, cool. I recommend watching it. It was systematic destruction.
Yeah, I remember. I actually remember that line you and Tove said, like, this is a set people are going to study for the future.
It's the blueprint. It's a scary thing to be out in the wild, but there is a set that you can. So I'm interested to hear, at some tournament in the future, if you feel like, there is some analysis that happened there that, that you would take something from, if you want to take aspects of that. And then also you played him, and I've never seen him quite in that state. And I guess, as a top player who's played him many, many times.
Yeah, I was very surprised because, like, before we even started playing, it felt like he did not want it to play. And
he rolled onto the stage, right?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I guess that was like an Evo.
I see, I see.
Because he did that at Evo after he beat me.
After he won.
Yeah.
And you lost.
I lost. It happens.
It happens.
But at least I got my revenge this time.
You did.
But I'm still not quite satisfied because, like, Melee is a hard game, for sure. But I don't think I've ever seen HBox play that far away from his potential. If we compare, like, to the time.
Totally.
Like, it was just so weird. But then in Game 3 and 4, I felt like the competitive spirit, it started like, okay, I have to do something.
Yeah. Like, you woke him up, right? He was like, all right, well, I guess I should play.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering if that's how it felt for you. And, like, did you – our interpretation watching that set is that you did not care, or you did your best to not pay attention to his emotional state, for example, where me, for example, if I'm playing even friendlies with somebody and they're starting to feel really bad, they're like, you could just tell they're like, I hate playing this game. I'll start to kind of take my foot off the gas. Like, all right. But it seemed like, you were kind of calm, cool, and collected and just trying to keep your eyes on the ball. Did you feel like it was difficult, or?
I would say it was a little bit difficult because it's not a scenario we are very used to.
For sure.
So it was weird, but I felt like I had kind of good control at it. But at times it was like, dude, come on. Like, you want them to fight to the very end.
You want them to fight back. Yeah, I watched The Watchmen a couple days ago. I think it was actually last night. And there's this scene where, you know, the villain, the ultimate villain is like, you know, his plots are unveiled and, like, there's nothing you can do to stop it. And it's like, it turns out that he kind of, whatever, I don't want to spoil it too much. But then one of the heroes starts punching him. He's hitting him over and over, and he won't fight back. And it's just, like, not at all satisfying.
Yeah, no.
He's like, come on, let's fight. Come on.
That's why
I hate you and I want to hit you, but, like, it's not fun if you're not trying to fight back.
Yeah. I totally agree, and that's why I'm not entirely satisfied. I want to play HBox again because I feel like I made some improvements in the matchup, but I feel like I couldn't quite show it, partly because he was not in the mood for playing or something.
Yeah.
And then I didn't really get time to warm up. But at least I won, but it's still like a little bit mad about it all because it was like it was so stupid because after this, like, it can be kind of easy to annoy me. Like, some people know that. Like, it can be pretty easy to annoy me at times, especially if you write stupid shit on the internet. I might get triggered easily. But to make me really mad, that's hard. But this thing made me mad, and I was, like, raising my voice, and then I was like, you know, all of this coughing came, like, back 10 times worse. I was like,
no.
I want to breathe. Like,
Armada unleashed.
It was, like, sort of like, oh, this is your punishment for not controlling your feelings better. I was like,
I love that that's the way that you interpret that.
Yeah, but that's
competitor
what it felt
to the bloody end. Man, I lost my composure for a second. I guess this is my just reward.
Yeah, I
Illness.
guess so. But it like then after like all of that, it's slowed down a little bit, so it was better.
Yeah.
It was fun to be back in America, and now it's gonna be a lot of tournaments.
Yep.
Like.
This is what Melee's become, man.
Yeah. No off season.
Yeah. So I don't want to keep you too long. If you have any thoughts about Mango or Ice, you know, totally happy to hear them. If you just want to go to the how people can support you and follow you, we can do that too.
Yeah, like, of course, I want to talk about Ice a little bit. Like,
Ice played amazing.
Yeah, he played amazing.
Ice played amazing.
He played so amazing. He, like, 3-stocked me at low percent one of the games. That was fantastic. But, like, I feel like Ice and, to a certain degree, SFAT in the past, like, they've had issues with, like, believing in their own ability for different kind of reasons. And I actually talked to, like, both of them, like, you guys are good enough to beat every single player in the world.
Yes.
Like, no one is clearly better than you.
Yes.
Like, you guys both have your weaknesses in, like, some matchups or, like, some flaws in your play, but everyone has that. But
yes.
You can beat every single player. So I'm happy that both of them have started to, like, show it. So it's very, very fun. And hopefully Ice finds a sponsor after this.
Yeah.
I'll be
crossed,
surprised.
man. He's been around for a long time. He's had some really, really great placings. I mean, and I think this is just such a huge event that, like, hopefully we've attracted the right eyeballs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so for sure.
Yeah.
And then Mango, like, it was quite a while ago since we played the Grand Finals. I think
Genesis?
Yeah, I think Genesis was the last time. Kind of similar to this time.
Yeah.
But this time I came from losers, took the first set, but then couldn't. Oh yeah, this time I took the first set, couldn't clutch it out, and then the opposite at Genesis.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I'll go back, watch the matches, and
you'll come back stronger, man.
Stronger.
Like every other time. Your guys' rivalry, like, I hope that you guys enjoy it at the same level that we do. Like, I don't know. I'm sure that I speak for almost every Melee fan when I say thank you so much for, you know, taking us on this wild journey with you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure from my part as well. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well.
You guys are the best. Where can we follow you? How can we support you?
So on Twitch, you can follow me on twitch.tv/ArmadaGGS. I stream like 5 days a week maybe when I'm at home. I will try to get like more different stuff on stream and all of that. And to all the people that support me there, a huge thanks. It makes my life easier. Being on the road as a Smasher is not always the easiest. So I really appreciate all the support. And then Armada GGS at Twitter. So I guess that's the two main places to follow me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Armada. I hope that I didn't let you down on commentary. I hope that I'm holding it together and keeping my bias to myself. I have my flaws as well. We're working on it.
Yeah.
Hopefully every tournament it gets better. Feel free to message me on Facebook and say, Scar, look at this timestamp. Just watch it and think about how it feels to not be a Mango fan at this timestamp. And I will listen to it, and I'll feel terrible. And that's what's going to help me change.
I'll take that advice to heart. Like, if I see something, I'll like to point it out.
Yeah.
The thing is, I feel like sometimes, and this is the thing.
It's hard, dude.
When I want things to get better, sometimes I point it out, like, oh, this is bad. But the thing is, like, in some areas, like when I do this, I also try to like help the community. But you can't be active in every single field.
You can't. No, you have to pick your battles. Absolutely.
Yeah. Like in Europe, I was like, oh, European TOs need to step up. So I was like, oh, I was, you know, a part of the staff hosting beasts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Europe needs more big events. So I helped bring DreamHack to Europe. Commentating, that's probably never going to be my thing. I don't think I would be very good at it. And then the language and stuff as well. So yeah, like sometimes I might go a little bit too far, but at heart I mean well. So I hope the people at home understand that. I love this community, and I love all the people working their ass off to make these tournaments happen, like the TOs, commentators, volunteers, players, spectators. Everyone has a huge part in this.
Yes.
So
beautifully put. And we love you too.
Thank you, dude.
Just pound it, dude. I'm scared of you.
You're scared of me? Oh,
I'm scared of you in the game and in the germ world. Outside of germs, I'm not scared of you at all. I think that you're the best person. Thank you so much for spending some time with us after a long tournament.
Yeah, a long tournament. It's going to be good to go back home tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I will be back for Canada Cup, so.
Awesome. I will not see you there, but I'm sure that I'll see you before too long.
I hope so.
Thanks again, Armada.
Take care, guys.
Follow this man.
Peace.
Peace, dude. We could do one of these. I think there's no germs through hugs. It's like the fingers. I hear the fingers. The hands. I have a bad habit of touching my face, too, so. Yeah, you too, man. I love Armada. It is totally an honor and a pleasure to be able to watch that man play Melee. What a legend.